ready for a full day of work on Saturday. If you're just joining us, they did not have pads on today. That's going to come up on Monday. Mike McGlinchey was back. Not back today, but according to Sean Payton, will be around either tomorrow or on Monday, as they will have an off day coming up on Sunday.
Probably just hold them out until Monday, in my opinion,
just
because
be safe, right?
With that off day, and this is why Saturday is going to be a show, because the day before you have an off day, Sean's going to work you a little bit. He's going to work you a little bit.
Hell
so
yeah.
I think in that case, in that instant, let's Poucho play at right tackle another day, and then allow 2 more days of rest essentially for Mike McGlinchey, get him ready for pads on Monday. I think that's the best plan that the Broncos could have. And I feel like we're bartenders after closing time.
Oh, that's
right?
cool.
We're just kind of hanging out, washing some glasses, looking around.
I like that analogy.
Yeah. Closing time.
All right, I do want to hear a bit from Evan Engram. Well, first up, Evan was asked, hey, how's the reception been? How's Broncos country treating you?
Oh, the best. Honestly, the best. The fans have been great, especially in social media and just the outreach, and even my family is getting a lot of support. I'm just very blessed to be here in a great organization and be a part of a great fan base, and looking forward to giving them a great product on the field as a whole team.
I mean, if it's anything like I saw today, he ain't lying. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, when he leaned into it with the Joker gif, I think that's all Broncos country needed to see, right?
Yeah, and then seeing him out here, if you were blessed to have a ticket to get out here today, you saw that Joker roll in full effect. So, and, get as offended as you like at Jacksonville. He comes from Jacksonville. They had to put a pool in their stadium because nobody wanted to go.
Well, the quarterback throwing the ball this time around is actually a real deal quarterback, not Trevor Lawrence.
Well, I mean, Broncos fans are saying stuff like incomplete, and Jaguars fans are saying weird stuff like Duval.
That was actually the coach being weird, not even the fans.
Way to go, Liam Cohen.
Evan also was asked about Bo, what he's seen from Bo, and learning about Bo, the way he goes about his football business.
Attention to detail. His focus, his drive to get 1% better every day. Just his camaraderie with his teammates. He's not afraid to speak up. He's not afraid to challenge you. And he challenges himself at the highest level. So that gives him ground to challenge others. So I'm very impressed with him. Very, very blessed to be a part of his team and be his teammate. And the sky's the limit with that type of mentality. The way he works, the talent will take care of itself.
Man, I'm going to steal the Zach By analogy again, too, right here, of like the bring down an alien. And you say, how does a guy handle himself at quarterback? That's Bo Nix.
Yeah.
And then I would tell you, oh, he's about to start his second year as a professional. And you'd go, how? Everyone says that. He's focused. I hadn't heard he's trying to get 1% better every day. I'd assume that's something Bo's telling his teammates, let's get 1% better today, 1% better today. In fact, I will say when he was on the top 100 list and that video popped of him being at number 64, a couple of moments of him being mic'd up, and there was some more that I didn't even see last year of him like, let's go, getting in Cortland's face after a big play of like celebrating. He's much more vocal even in year one than I had thought he had been.
And that shows a comfort level and a confidence level from a true leader. That's the level that he has. And my favorite part of that clip from the top 100 is when he went over, is like, they think we're doing this, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And like, we got him. Like those type of things, the excitement for this game. I mean, how blessed is Bo Nix? You know what I mean? And I think all of us need to count our blessings wherever we're at in life, but this is a guy that saw his father be an absolute legend in college at Auburn, followed in his footsteps, high school phenom, Auburn failure. Oregon, tremendous success, first-round pick, playoffs as a rookie. Like, he understands, and he loves it. You mentioned yesterday, and oh boy, we could have some conversations about this, about in our business of people that like they don't love it, but I guess they're good at it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like in football, you get that same thing of like, well, this guy doesn't love it, but he's really good at it and well paid, whatever. There is zero doubt that Bo Nix absolutely loves football. He loves leadership. He loves the fellas and being the leader of this team. And the quarterback of the Denver Broncos, it is something now, the standard returning, because it's something that some young guys never got. They never picked it up. You're the quarterback of the Denver Broncos, and in Denver, in this state, in this region, that means so much. You need to embrace that and never shy away from that. You got those mountains over there? Look at those beautiful Rocky Mountains. You know what else that is? You have the shadow of John Elway and the shadow of Peyton Manning.
Dude.
Guys like Jake Plummer never shied away from that. Jake fit right in. He understood what it meant to be a Broncos quarterback, even though I know he flipped off the fans one time. But, like, that's Jake. Well, that's Jake, right? That's our bad. That's us. Jake's my dude.
Nobody bats 1,000.
I love Jake. I absolutely love Jake. But you saw other quarterbacks along the way. I feel even Drew, and I, became a little bit closer with Andy Locke, his father, who's now passed. But I felt like Drew was never fully embracing that. As much as the fans loved him and he puts it on for his city and all that, like Teddy Bridgewater, I don't think he fully embraced that. Case Keenum didn't embrace it. Joe Flacco didn't care to embrace it. Right? So we go through this, and it's guys that embrace the pressure, the monumental history, the great shadow of quarterback that is upon the Mile High City. I think Bo Nix in a year embraced that.
I would 100% agree. All right, Evan Engram, talking about Bo Nix. Now, what's it like, Evan, for you to work with Sean Payton?
Yeah, it's been awesome, really. I feel really at home in this offense. I feel like my strengths are being used at the highest level, and it also challenges me to be sharp with my tools and be sharp with my details and the little things that I need to clean up and get better at. It challenges me every single day, and just the different ways that they're planning to use me, and I'm also just the mentality that they have and I want to have in the run game as well. To make that entire thing universal. I think I'm just really excited to be in his scheme and excited to work with him throughout the season to help this team the best way I can.
All right, so he even mentions the running game there, which I think is a little interesting.
Right.
And in my mind, I want to pretend that Sean Payton said, hey, when you're up there, talk about the run game a little bit. Throw people off.
Tell everybody how much I'm going to run the ball this year.
But I also think there's maybe a little bit of shot of what was going on in Jacksonville there of like, hey, I'm being utilized. They're actually utilizing my skill set, taking advantage of what I can do, and then teaching me a little bit about what I just don't know.
Well, and a coaching staff in Jacksonville that didn't really use Ingram in the way that he used to be used. A quarterback situation with Trevor Lawrence where it was like, I don't. Is Trevor Lawrence a bust? I mean, he kind of looks a little
like it.
busty. Not busty that way, but like he's a little busty, kind of angling towards the bust.
Yeah.
Something like that. You got a real deal franchise quarterback here. Like, no question, no doubt. Bo Nix in 1 year has put together better film than Trevor Lawrence in 4 years, whatever the number is. So, yeah, I mean, I look at it and I go, Evan Ingram's got to feel like he's home.
Yeah.
Because Denver, in this home that they've prepared for him and they prepared this role that they greatly need. They need Evan Engram in a bad, bad way. I mentioned it earlier. They don't get to a Super Bowl without J.K. Dobbins being healthy and being a big part. I could say the same thing about Ingram.
Especially after what we saw today.
You just absolutely crush this team in terms of what they can do and the versatility schematically that you can use if you don't have Evan Engram.
Yeah, you're 100% right. By the way, can I talk about something that just happened in front of us?
What's that?
So the grounds crew's out, and they do great work. The field looks outstanding. I wonder if I could hire them for my backyard. There's like a weird stain in front of us. You see that? The grounds guy walks by it, rubs his hand in it, then smelled his hand to figure out what it was, and then walked away.
What could it possibly be?
I kind of want to smell it. But what if it's bad?
Yeah, exactly.
What would have happened there?
It's not Deebo Samuel. Barf. I was going to say, it's not Cam Scatterbo barfing on the field.
Right.
It's not Deebo Samuel being fat and, having to throw up a little bit on the sidelines. Like, I don't know.
So many questions. He just rubbed it, gave it the smell check, and walked away.
Okay. Yeah. Scratch and sniff. You a scratch and sniff guy?
I have been, yeah.
Yeah. I think all of us, you take a little scratch, and then you get a little sniff, and you just kind of, what's going on down there? What's going on? Did you see that
How
former
much do I need to
NBA player?
refresh?
Did you see that former NBA player that did the stink palm?
Oh, no.
At an elevator? I'll look it up. It's on Check Your Ex, but Ryan McMahon got traded, so we talked about that. So he went down the back of his pants and scratched his crack. And then wiped it on the wall.
Oh,
in a
my
hotel.
gosh. And it's on camera?
It's on camera. Because he's at a hotel.
God.
And so he's waiting for the elevator. He sniffs, and then he wipes his hand on the wall.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know
Yeah,
that
AP, you saw that on Twitter, right? I mean, I'll tell you what player it was.
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, be a scratch and sniff guy,
Oh.
but don't be a scratch and sniff and wipe guy.
Yeah, some people are just